Good morning. Happy to be with you again this morning. I was reading an article this morning that told about some police officers that rolled up on a accident scene and were very surprised when they got out of their vehicles because there was a good Samaritan already there that had been following the family when they wrecked. And when they wrecked, he stopped and lended assistance, lended aid for them until the police could get there. He didn't just call 911 and drive on, but he went ahead and helped where he could. And the Good Samaritan that was there to help uh, and was actually sitting there on the curb playing with a couple of the little kids was Shaquille O'Neal. Now, if you don't know who Shaquille O'Neal was, he's the superstar center for the well, he was the superstar center for the Lakers for many years, and he was a superstar basketball player. He's like 7 foot tall, maybe a little over 7 foot tall. Um, he's the one now in the general insurance commercials. He's the one in the commercial for with Tony the Tiger on Frosted Flakes. He's all over TV and commercials and so on and so forth. And this happened in I think Gainesville, Georgia. I don't think that's where Shaquille lives, but anyhow, they call him Shaq. But they didn't expect to see this 7 foot superstar celebrity sitting there uh, waiting, playing with a little kid on the curb. And when the police got there, he got up, gave a low five for him to the little kids, and gave a wave to the police officers, walked off, got in his car, and drove away. Didn't wait for anybody to pat him on the back or tell him he did a good job or anything like that. He didn't wait for some accolade, or he didn't wait for TV cameras to show up and do a whole thing on him stopping to help this family. He just was there to help, and once that help was given, he moved on. Made me think of a passage of scripture in Luke chapter 6, beginning in verse 33, as Jesus talking here, and he says, and if you lend, when it says lend, he literally is talking about lending financially, but I think it can also be applied to how you lend yourself or how you give of yourself in any way. My One of my professors in college, in seminary, used to say every passage of scripture has one correct interpretation, but can have many applications. And so I think the application here is how you lend yourself in any situation. But it says, and if you lend to those from whom you hope to receive back, what credit is that to you? For even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much back. But love your enemies, do good, and lend, hoping for nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High. I think sometimes we weigh our service, how we're going to serve, how we're going to give of ourselves, how we're going to impact a certain situation, how much time we're going to give, how much energy we're going to give, how much money we're going to give, how much of our talent we're going to give. We weigh all that against what we're going to get back. And I don't really think that is giving or giving of ourselves the way Christ did, and it's certainly not what God intended for us as believers. I believe He intended for us to be willing to give of ourselves regardless of whether or not we're ever going to get anything back. I think, and I shouldn't say I think because it's not about what I think, but sometimes we just need to take a good look at our motives and why we're doing things and say, am I doing it to make a difference in the lives of people, or am I doing it to glorify God? Am I doing it to let people see Christ in me, or am I doing this to see how much I can get back in return? Are my motives selfish, or are my motives to glorify God? So as you're going about your day today, and if your day is anything like my day here or like this day here, it's a cold, foggy day here in the valley. I don't know about people that are up at higher elevations. Our leaves haven't really started to turn yet, but it's a foggy day. But it's still a day filled with opportunity to show Christ through our lives and show Christ through what we do. Well, I hope you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I hope this helps in some way. God bless you. Be a blessing. I'll see you tomorrow.